Welcome to the house Roethlisberger built, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Memphis Tigers, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Memphis picking up the tempo. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got him this time.
I mean, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right now.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's going to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Offense gets set for second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to him. It's complete to the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Red Hawks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Toner. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's McLeod. Stopped after making the catch. Memphis wants to move quickly. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to run it. Oh, it's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Slide 22.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wide out in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? From the gun, running back on the move. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thorne.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up.
Miami, Ohio, 14. Memphis, 7.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Redhawks want to move quickly. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the Redhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap it to the back. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. The Redhawks will keep this drive going.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Redhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Redhawks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
Wants to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Burnley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. NC State was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. The Red Hawks moving quickly to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Thorne.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And the Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. With the catch, it's Thorne. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. The clock will stop with his timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He caught it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Running it to the right. At the 40, there he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Miami, Ohio, 28, Memphis, 14.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he's going to run it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over, 1st and 10.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quarterback keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
3rd down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Bringing it back. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Toner. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Going with the counter play here. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Red Hawks want to pick up the tempo. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions.
Looking to take a shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They've got the screen set up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Off play action. Dances away. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. You used the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Redhawks in the hurry up.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Redhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thorne. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they will score! Touchdown, Redhawks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 12 to USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Now 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fair catch, called for and made. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah,
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last read.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
Nice job. And a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
On the move, it's Toner. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this thing.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the left side. He's in open space downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Running back searching for a hole. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting